Hey family, what's up? It's Strat here from Strategic Audio, you know it, back again with a new video. Today, keeping it simple, just going to be making a brand new boom bap beat. The focus is going to be on making a nice jazzy melody and then adding some hard drums. I really just want to showcase what I think to be a good way of making a jazzy melodic boom bap beat that's actually quite simple. You know, traditionally with boom bap, there is not so much of an emphasis on tons and tons of instrumentation and orchestration. Just a good sample and hard drums. Before we jump in, I've been working on a new loop kit, and based on what I have in mind for this project, I will be including it as the final addition to that kit. This particular composition will also be available for free download in the description below. Now if you're ready to go, please drop a like and subscribe to the channel for more content just like this. Now, going to start with a nice grand piano chord progression in G sharp minor using Piano Tech 8 as usual. Let's go. This chord progression is very simple. It goes from the E major 7 to the F sharp or the G flat, then to the G sharp minor 7, then back to the E major 7, changes here to the E flat minor, and back to the G sharp minor 7. With the only difference in the second part being that I add here the G sharp minor 7 again an octave up. So if you've watched my videos before, you will know I have a fairly minimalist philosophy when it comes to adding effects like EQ and compression. Mainly because the majority of my compositions are rooted in genres that tend to have a real feel or that require real or live or acoustic instrumentation. And so I tend to want the instruments to sound as though they're actually being played by a band, and that means that the effecting that I do is not to make them warped or sound like something else other than what they are. So in this case, for example, all I really did was I added a simple EQ, reverb to put it in a space, some RC20 to make it have that vintage feel, and a basic compressor to level out the performance. Let's try now to give it a bit of a jazzy feel by adding a saxophone layer. This sax melody very well complements the main chords. It has the same bounce and cadence and sits in the pocket of that G sharp minor scale. Just added a few minor note variations to try to emulate what a sax player might do. Alright, now let's add a bass line. Again, here we just following the root notes of the chords with just some minor flourishes and note variations to transition from one part to the next, but keeping it simple. Let's go ahead and add a layer of strings. Now, in my opinion, these strings kind of put you in that street-edged boom bap mode. It's not really melodic at all. There's a slight melody in it, but it heightens the tension. In addition to the usual effects, I put Cymatic's Origin on this one just to not have the strings be so bright. Wanted to make it a little grittier. Alright, I'm thinking of adding one more melody now, and this in my head I'm hearing a simple organ line. Let's try that. I love the tone of that organ. It's actually a preset from Analog Lab. It's called Old 70s Soul, but I actually modified it slightly for my own purposes. Alright, now let's get to some hard-hitting drums. after some mixing and mastering, here's what the full beat sounds like. Alright guys, so that in my opinion is a great way to make your melodies for boom bap when you want to get a jazzy, melodic kind of feel but still want to give it that hard street edge. Once again, thank you for watching. Again, it means the entire world to me that you do, especially if you make it this far. Please, if you're so inclined, hit that like button and sub to the channel. That would be fantastic. You're gonna find a link to download this sample for free in the description below, as well as links to a couple other free loop kits and perhaps links to some premium loop kits. As a matter of fact, the kit that this sample will be going in is likely going to be finished by the time this video drops, so I'll probably put a link for that there and you can check it out if you so desire. Once again, thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.